So the strings are low A, then D as in dog, G as in girl, C as in Charlie, E as in egg, A as in apple, just like the low one, A as in apple. So that's the tuning. This is a baritone, Danelectro Baritone. I'm using the middle switch pickup. I just like the sound of that pickup for this. And the song is in D minor, as D is in dog. The original is in C minor, but I moved it to D minor so that I could use more open strings because that sounds good on a guitar. And it's just a guitar instrumental, so let's make it sound good. Chords are D minor, G minor, D minor, A7. I can outline you the chords in a comment. If you want to know, just ask me and I'll reply in the comment. So I'll just go with the fret names and the string names. So the very first note, after you do this slide down, that starts on the 17th fret, and it's a surf guitar thing they always do, where you just tremolo pick or pick up and down really quickly, and then you start on a note. In this case, it's the first note of the key, so that's a D way up high, 17th fret of the lowest string. And then we go into this, the riff. So the riff is open. That's actually a note named D, the second string. So open second string, this string. And then you go up to the third fret of the second string. And then you go to the second fret of the third string. And that's the Spider-Man. That's that lick. And then you go down a semitone to this note, which is the first fret of the third string. And that's a spicy note. And then you go to the third fret of the second string, and then to the open second string. So it kind of goes up and then down with a move in there. So it goes. So, in time it goes Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Okay, this is where it gets into some more action. So you go open second string, open second string, third fret of the second string, second fret of the third string, third fret of the third string, second fret of the third string, first fret of the third string, third fret of the second string, open second string. So real slow, that's. So it's just these two strings, not the lowest one, but the second lowest and third lowest that you're playing that part on. Okay, so the part 2 is exactly like part 1, almost. It's actually less. So you're going to a new chord now, which would be G minor, as G is in gourd or good, and then minor. And then so you go open, third string, third fret, third string, second fret, fourth string, and then first fret, fourth string, third fret, third string, open third string. So, right? So we started here. Then back, which we already showed you, but we'll do that again anyway. So when you're done the second chord, then you go just like at the beginning, open second string, third fret second string, second fret third string, first fret third string, and then third fret second string to the open second string. So, and And then I moved it down the octave to make it sound, to bring out the baritone-ness of the instrument for this next part, where it goes, look out, here comes this, right? This I did first fret of the lowest string to the open lowest string. Look out, look out. And then it goes, here comes the Spider-Man. So that part I'll show you. So we got this, right? First fret, open, low, and then it goes up here to, you can use different fingerings. This is what I do. That's the 6th fret of the 2nd string, and then the 5th fret of the 2nd string, then the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, then the 5th fret again of the 2nd string, then the 3rd fret again of the 2nd string, and then the open 2nd string. Here comes the Spider-Man, look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Okay, so that first part I showed you, if you want to keep the song simple, you just do that twice through. Now you can just do the whole song like this. And you can just do that completely, do that whole thing twice in a row, and then you get to the bridge. Now the bridge I made, of course, because I'm a sucker for punishment, I made the bridge harder than it has to be by making it in thirds. So I go. So I'll attempt to tell you what that is just by fret numbers. So you go on the 4th and 5th string, closest to the floor. They're not the closest strings to the floor, but getting there. So you got this note and that note together. So that's called a double stop, and you're playing these double stops or thirds, harmonies, you know. So you got these two notes. That's the 5th fret of the 3rd string and the 2nd string. On a regular guitar, that would be the G and B string, but I don't want to get into note names because it's baritone and everything's in a different place. So we'll just do it with the fret numbers. Then you go here, which is the 7th fret of the 3rd string and the 6th fret of this 5th string, which would have been called a B string on the regular guitar. So then you move that up 2 frets, and then you move down 2 frets, then back to the original thing. So, and picking wise, I use this, I claw it, so I pick down and pull up. So, or you can just strum it. Doesn't matter one way or the other. I'm not sure if I do it how I do it when I'm playing the song. Either way it works. So that's that part. And then you go down here, which is the 4th fret of the 4th string, and then the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and you play that 3rd. So, in the chill of the night, he arrives just in time. So that is, so you're going down 2 frets, same shape, then back up. So, and then you do the open of those two. So that's the open 4th string and open 5th string. So that's all on that, all on those 2 strings. And then you go over here and you make what would be an A minor shape, but for the sake of the lesson, that's, now we're in a different key because the guitar is tuned different. So you got the 2nd fret of the 4th string and the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And that harmony is a 4th. All the other harmonies are 3rds, and that, but it sounds good, so it sounds right to me, so I just did it like that. A 3rd would be It's the wrong harmony, I think. So you want the fourth. So I'll do it slower. Good to do the melody words, like sing it in your head. In the chill night, he arrives just in time. That helps me to know where I am. In the chill night, he arrives just in time. And then you do that same, the second half is you do that same first part. And then this part's slightly different. He arrives just in time. So you could finger that differently, but it's the same as the other part. But you go, he arrives just in time. And when I play it, I go, I hit that open string at the top, because then you got a kind of a unison double there. It's a little fuller. It just sounds a little bit fuller. I'm always trying to get more sound out of the guitar if I can. So that whole section goes in the... So that's the bridge. And if you want the chords to the bridge, just ask me in the comments and I'll write them out for you in a reply. I'll check in on the YouTube from time to time. We're at the last section of the song. It's exactly the same as the first half, except for the tail end of it has some extra thing. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web way up high. It's like thieves, just like flies. And then I go, look out, which was we did in the first one, and this other part we did in the first one. Except for we add this note. Here comes the Spider-Man, oh. So they got like the here comes the Spider-Man, oh. So it goes, look out, here comes the Spider-Man, oh. And then, to be interesting, I moved the next part up the octave, so we have the 4th fret of the 2nd string to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string to the 1st fret of the 2nd string to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string to the 1st fret of the 2nd string to the 2nd fret of the 4th string to the 1st fret of the 2nd string. So that's right. Look out. And now here's the last part. 4th fret, 2nd string. 3rd fret, 2nd string. 1st fret, 2nd string. 3rd fret, 2nd string, then open the highest string, then you come up here, and what's this? So this is called a minor 9 chord, and the top note is the 7th fret of the highest string, and then the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and the 5th fret of the 4th string, and I strum that up so that the top note gets heard first and heard strongest. So that's real slow. That's don't forget on this one it has the two new notes right at the very end, which is the open top string up all the way up to this note on the 7th fret, and with the chord behind it to make it sound a little fuller. You really want to hear that top note, so you hit that the hardest. So again, that extra part of the end, it goes, look out, here comes the Spider-Man, oh, up, here comes the Spider-Man. So one more time, even slower. And just work on that real slow. If you can do it 5 times really slow, you'll get faster at it way quicker than if you try to do it 5 times fast.